Okay, the past, I believe I have 2 videos where I discuss about who to watch in terms of the Johnny Depp videos. So I'm doing this video because, let me show you. As you can see, I'm like a dot in terms of YouTube channels on YouTube. This is my back end of videos that I have. This I posted is gonna come out like in September 18th. Right now it is, what's the day? It's July 20th. So I purposely put it 2 months from now. Okay, so the video that I did for that pretty much tell you who to watch in terms of the Johnny Depp one, which is this one. It was out on the 19th, July 19th, and it did okay considering I have 53 viewers. So 19 views as of now, it's not that bad, and it's 3 likes. So because of that, I want to grow my channel, and this is what people are watching. So I find on Twitter who actually doing like reporting, live tweeting about Johnny Depp. I believe this one is one of them. Not that one. Let me go back. Not this one. I believe it's this, Nick Wallis. And right now, as I'm speaking with, as I'm recording this, it's 10:24. So Nick Wallis just reported this 26 minutes ago. So I'm just gonna go about and reading his tweets. I believe he's probably in the court. I do not know anything about that. So if you wanna learn more about terminology or what went on with this case today or previous days, go see my other video that I discuss who to watch and explain everything, because I am not a lawyer. I'm only doing this. I'm a little bit curious of what's going on because I'm very disappointed of Amber Heard for using the Me Too movement. That's the only reason I'm reading this. And since I'm doing it for myself, I decided I'm sharing what I'm reading with you. So it's not like I'm doing major work just to put videos out. I was gonna view it anyway. So I'm gonna read Nick Wallis's. Let me go as far up as I can. I don't know. 1 hour. Okay, let's see. What is going on? Shit, that's a lot. 3 hours ago, violent relationship. I want to go as early as possible for today. 4 hours ago. Shit. Let's see. How far? What the hell? 5 hours. Can't be 5 hours. What is that? Because I'm in the East Coast, same time. I'm not in the same state. Or is it going back and forth? As, well, I believe the thing is in Virginia. Okay, there's a video. Let's see. I don't know how long the video. Welcome to the day 10 of the Depp versus NGN libel at the Royal Court. Okay, this is in England. Justice. He's suing the Sun newspaper after they call him a wife beater. CJ looking good in the sunshine. So I don't know what that is. So that's only 14 seconds. So I don't know what that is. As a matter of fact, I thought that was in not what is it? Okay, I thought that was the one in the US. Bitch the witch. Oh my god. She bought this up for doing this. Let's see what some of the... Today we're going to get half an hour legal argument about whether or not each party should commission an expert to give their opinion on whether any images, audio, or footage adduced and evidence during the trial has been doctored in any way. Okay, then from 10 a.m. British Standard Time, I believe what this stands for, we will have Amber Heard's first day of evidence. She is scheduled to be cross-examined in the witness box for nearly 3 days by Johnny Depp's barristers David Sherborne. There will be some re-examination at the end of her evidence by Sons. The action is happening in Court 13, the principal court. For the purposes of this trial, I will be live tweeting throughout the day from the reporters Court 38, which is connected by video link. Just a reminder that I cannot record video, audio, or take any pictures while anywhere in the court or court precinct. It is potential criminal offense to do so. So he's just letting us know what's going on, what he can and cannot report. I have a legal and professional responsibility to be contemporaneous, accurate, and fair. I can't speculate or answer any question as to how I think it might be going for either party. Believe me, when you are in court, sometimes things happen you can't even question. You'll be like, what the hell just happened? Because, those lawyers, attorneys, they knows the way around stuff, and before you know it, things could be over before you even started. So I couldn't understand this. I have a small little experience of that personally, not being a lawyer or anything. I know nothing about being a legal expert here. Okay, and this is very important. What I'm writing is a summary of what is being said in court. I am paraphrasing the exchange in order to keep up with people as they talk. Nothing is a direct quote unless it is direct quote. Okay, for direct quotes, you will need to read transcript, which I am now posting each evening after proceeding have finished. You can read the first 9 days here. Okay, so maybe I'll do this for you guys, plus witness statement. All right, so he has it here. Let me just open it and just leave it there for now. Okay, apologies for this page of website now looking like a bit of mess. I am taking steps to clear it up and will hopefully be able to post more documents in a readable way up on the site ASAP. Definitely don't attempt it on a mobile. Use a desktop if you can, which is what I'm doing. Let's take a quick look. Okay, I'm here, so I come back to that. This is Nick Wallis. Okay, so he has PDFs. So what I'll do is that I'll put the link of this in the description so you guys go have it yourself. I think it will be a bit too much. Okay, transcript number 1, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So he has all the PDFs. Oh shit, sorry, it's a lot. Okay, definitely I am not going to go through all of them. I'll just put the link of his website. Too much. If I was an expert trying to explain things similar to that website, not website, the YouTuber that I've mentioned to you guys to check out, what's her name? Something Pluto. She's probably the one who'll be best to do these, not me. So there's no reason for me to go through the transcript and try to explain stuff to you. I'll just read his tweets only. Okay, my work on this trial is entirely crowdfunded, and there is a tip jar pinned to the top of my Twitter feed. Thanks so much if you have made contribution. If you haven't, please consider donating a small amount. This is the link. So if you guys wanna help him out, because he's pretty much there putting out all those information for us, like me reading it for to you guys. So you wanna help him out there. Maybe I'll do that and put the link of this also, since I'll be using him for my for this video. If you can't get the payment portal to work, okay, I have PayPal. Okay, so he's giving information about if you wanna help him out. Over the last 2 weeks, my Twitter page has received 84.8 impressions. I am getting more 1,000 reply a day, and my DMs are stuffed. Please accept my apologies if I don't have any time to respond. Okay, so with all here, he's explaining, getting into his position of what he's doing. So I'm sort of happy I went that far to sort of give you an idea where I'm coming from. Okay, so I'll skip all of this. I want to see if he's the judge. Okay, I want to get to the trial as he reporting. Okay, I appreciate the need to resolve this, and I need to discuss with our expert, and I can't. Okay, so maybe, okay, so I skipped too quickly. All right, so 5 hours ago, he said, "This is my last day of live tweeting proceeding. I have another commitment starting tomorrow, which is unavoidable and will take me beyond the end of the trial, but I will continue to post up transcript, witness statement, and evidence as I get them." All right, so tomorrow he will not be in court. Okay, here goes. All right, so this is, okay. I probably will put a timestamp as to where the part of the trial starts. So I'll put that at the beginning. Okay, here goes. We're underway. Judge, Mr. Justice Nicol, DS, David Sheridan for Johnny Depp. MW, Mr. Walensky is for NGN on the expert evidence issue. So keep that in mind as I just read the abbreviation. DS, Your Lordship, will have seen that our expert was asked at short notice to deal with the defendant's application. If Your Lordship is considering an order which goes beyond the application notice, then we may need more time, Judge. What I am trying to decide is timing of the sequence of any written submission. DS, can I try to be helpful? Can I have until 6 p.m. today to see if anything further is necessary? And the defendants have until first thing tomorrow to respond, and we can put something by the end of lunchtime tomorrow. Judge, I am not sure you are entitled to a further response tomorrow, given they are making the application. DS will, yes, but, Judge, no, you can deal with it in your response today. DS, it was more about talking to our expert. Can I ask that we have until the morning tomorrow? DS, I appreciate you need to resolve this, and I need to discuss with our expert, and I can't do that while I'm in court. Judge, MW, what do you say about doing this on paper rather than orally? MW, we rather deal with it now, goes into discussion about scheduling. Okay, so they're discussing it among themselves, which suggests NGN have been very fair and giving Depp side lots of warning about the application and what they wanted. Judge, MW, I'm going to stop you as I'm not persuaded I can deal with this matter fairly in the next 15 minutes, so it's going to have to be written sub. MW, in terms of timing submission, I can do that in writing by 6 p.m. tonight. Judge, there's no point in you responding to what has been said if that is going to be added to DS entitled to turn skeleton argument into writing submission, and there's no point in you responding until you've seen that. MW, I'll get his 6 p.m. and provide you with response at 10 p.m. tonight. Judge, no, I think 9 a.m. from DS. What time do you want to get back to me? MW, 10:30 a.m. I realize that would mean I will not be in court, but this is a matter of urgency. Judge, if you only get DS submission by 9 a.m., at 10:30 a.m. I'm going to be doing other things. MW, shall we say by lunchtime then? Judge, okay, DS 9 a.m. tomorrow and defendants respond by 1 p.m. Judge then suggests he will give a decision shortly thereafter. DS with MQ didn't tell you that these offers were made subject to approval from MS. Okay. Misheard. Okay. Misheard. Now, if you can get the approval from his client, sorry. If you didn't slip from misheard, then we can properly examine them, Judge. I am not going to direct the defendant to do anything regarding misheard. Is if they give you the device, then there we are. If they don't, you will no doubt have a comment to make about them. MW stands up. Judge, no. MW, just to make the point that this is not a device. It's a mirror. Okay, MW is now making a complaint about Adam Waldman, who has been tweeting from court. 13. What MW say are threatening tweets about the witness evidence, particularly the in memoriam tweet. It says is Mark we ask he desist from all further tweeting. DS. If this was a matter of real concern, they might have raised it with us rather than raising in court. This is another stunt which I am sure my lord will deal with. Looking at this tweet, I think it is fair to make a point in defense. AW, not that I'm obliged to, but you will remember the recording we heard on Friday is which Laura Devine tried to suggest to what's AH? I don't know. I guess Amber Heard. Okay, phew. Amber Heard that she was pressured into signing by AW, and then you saw the email which LD thought will never see the light of day, and which she said she stood by the statement and was not. Unpressured from AW, DSLD is Elon Musk employee that is relevant statement in this case. Judge, the phrase is memoriam is unwelcome. DS, oh my goodness, has DS. This is not original phrase in relation to LD's evidence. It has been used in the case of many of the witnesses, Amanda de Cudney. Judge, anybody attending this trial must take care that what they put out on Twitter is not misconstrued or construed as a threat. Yes, absolutely, Judge. The witness giving evidence in this trial must feel free to do so safely. DS, absolutely, but I don't believe there was any intent in the way the defendant suggests there is. Judge, fine, we'll leave it there. Wow, they're trying to threat. Okay. We're already 16 minutes. Okay, maybe I'll read until I get to 20. Sasha, and you guys could follow him. Calls Amber Heard to give evidence. She is not yet in the witness box, which the camera is least pointed at. She will have the same 12 box file, trial bundle arranged in 3 cardboard boxes to refer to. She is wearing a light color short sleeve, V-neck blouse, blonde hair tied and played over her left shoulder. She has been sworn in. Sasha was QC is taking her to the witness statement to confirm they are correctly signed and that she affirmed they are true. Here are just a few tiny quotes from long. Oh my God, she put herself in so much stupidness. Okay, 4. Johnny has said he was never violent or abusive toward me during our relationship. That is not true. Okay, he was both physical and verbally abusive. The physical abuse and the worst of the verbal abuse will usually happen when he was drunk or high on drugs, which was often. Much of the time he had difficulty recalling what he had done once he had slept it off. 5. The physical abuse include punching, slapping, kicking, headbutting, and choking me, as well as throwing me into things, pulling me by my hair and shoving me or pushing me to the ground. Oh my God. He threw things at me, especially glass bottle. He was always antagonized by shows of will, like me standing up after he had choked me down. Often, especially earlier in the relationship, I will even block the blows. I will just squeeze and disassociate. What the hell? The verbal abuse includes screaming, swearing, and threatening me, but it also includes what I will call extremely controlling and intimidating behavior. Having had time to reflect on things, I recognize that this sort of intimidation, isolation, and control is also abusive. 8. As I talk about this statement, some incidents were so severe that I was afraid he was going to kill me, either intentionally or just by losing control and going too far. He explicitly threatened to kill me many times, especially later in our relationship. Oh my God. One thing that is important to know about Johnny at the outset is that he has a unique ability to use his charisma to convey certain impression of reality. He is very good at manipulating people. With me, at least early in our relationship, he was able to express contrition after act of violence. He will blame all his action on self, creating third party instead of himself, which he often called the monster. He will speak about it as if was another person or personality and not him doing all these things. I started to do so as well, referring to the monster to describe him during the worst period of it. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna keep going because this is getting good. Violent and abusive relationship, especially the violent incident that took place while he was abusing drugs and alcohol. 10. Johnny attacked me a lot of time on many different occasions. 24. Johnny will create fight or problem before I was going to audition or an acting class. Me being ambitious became a bad thing, as if it was synonymous and fame seekers and women he considered to be distasteful, which made me feel like my profession was somehow embarrassing or shameful. Over time, I stopped taking so many jobs because it was just not worth the fight. How did that fit into? Okay. He made all the kind of demeaning and derogatory comments about actresses, too, bid war, whore, who about me wanting to work as an actress. Huh? Didn't she get more position? Was it the Aquaman job and all this stuff? Anyway, let me continue. 26. He demanded to know about my romantic scene in a film and complain about how people can watch me get F on camera. He will even get himself copied of the script I was looking at without asking me to review them for himself. I doubt that. His rules got tighter every year we were together about what nudity or scene were acceptable, wanting description of every detail, every aspect of scenes and how they were covering, placing, increasing restriction on what I could and could not do. I found myself making concession and turning down work. My salary went down every year I was with him because of all the work I was missing. Meanwhile, he will insist I went on set with him when I wasn't working. It was such a hassle to fight, so I often went alone. I doubt that. He will obsess about how I dress. If I wore a long cut dress, then he will say things like, "My girl is not gonna dress like a whore." Over time, I stopped wearing revealing dresses for red carpet events. It just wasn't worth the verbal and psychological abuse. He demeaned me anytime I tried to wear anything that could be seen as sexy, calling me whore, slut, fame hungry, and attention whore. But it got worse over time. He started saying things like, "Well, I'm going to have to watch you get raped." What the hell? "And I hope you get railed by a bunch of fucking fellas." Sometimes he used racial epithets, oh my God, about the man I will be or deserve to be assaulted by, saying things like "slimmy Mexican" or "fucking gang" or "big black mother" or "going to fuck you." Oh my God. And get their big in you. What the hell? His verbal abuse was often sexualized, but it was also about my looks and related to my work, saying things like, "No one will hire you when your tit is ass sag," or calling me fat ass. Sometimes I will react and give it back to him, calling him old man or limp dick. He will often refer to my verbal insult as right hooks or sucker punch. For the most part, it wasn't worth responding because it only antagonizing him. There is a barrister who is not David Sherburne who is taking to AH, Amber Heard. I am assuming she is doing a cross-examine for Johnny Depp. She sounds like she is FB, female barrister, versus AH, Amber Heard. What is that? FB, female barrister. You made a home at PH3 of the Eastern Columbia building, ECW, but he also lives in Switzerland. What is that? Okay, so I probably will take screenshot for you guys here, and I'll put the link of his tweet so you guys could check, because it's a lot. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and wow, this is crazy. So I had stopped recording, so I was just taking screenshots so I could show you guys at the end of the video. So apparently, okay, FB, they came to live. Okay, so did you sign a prenup? Amber Heard, no. FB, you were being asked to. Amber Heard, no, I was not. We go to file. Oh my goodness. Ha. I mean, this is something every celebrities should look into. Sometime love, now and then, boom, what Johnny Depp is going right now should be a lesson to all celebrities. Whether you have money or not, is just to save yourself. Come to somewhere reasonable at the beginning of the relationship. This is crazy. So that is interesting. So that's all he wrote, and I had stopped earlier. So I took screenshot of these, and I could have easily read them. I thought there would be more, but he stopped right there. So I'll put his thread information and his tweet stuff. You guys go follow him. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.